Hey guys, real quick before this video starts, I want to touch base with you. I have the giveaway going May 1st. I'm going to pull a winner for the person. One lucky person is going to get $100 worth of lures from the mystery tackle box and monster bass for the month of March. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you can get in on that. We're trying to get 225 subscribers before May 1st. We're almost there. When I was doing this video, we're around 100, 205 ish. So please subscribe, and hopefully you'll be that person. So thanks again, and enjoy the video.
Mom, you're gonna say this is gross.
What's up, YouTube? All right, so today we're been doing some yard work this morning already. Got me a tree that's finally nice and trimmed up again. Got it off the shed. Got it off the phone lines over there, which my phones don't work, but I don't have a house phone. Yeah, I got that cleaned up. Got all the leaves kind of blown out. And today we're going to do some major fertilizations. So I should have done this a little while ago, but I just haven't got around to it. But what I'm going to be using today is I'm just putting down my first app of Milorganite. And then we're going to these bad boys. Some N-Ext products. I'll be putting down a big dose of that to get this grass nice and kicked off. And yeah, so I don't know if you can notice, I did mow just to kind of knock down the big stuff. Not everything's really growing yet. I think I probably mentioned this in the last video, but I have some really dark, beautiful grass right here. But throughout the yard is this lime green looking, and I don't know where it come from. I seeded this whole thing by myself, so maybe it came out of one of them, but it's clumped kind of like fescue. I'm not a huge guru on grass seed types, but it's kind of clumped up like fescue. So like fescue grows in clumps, so you can kind of see like this. Obviously I got some bluegrass around here, maybe some rye, but this is real thick, and that's like my fescue. But it's got like a yellow tint to it, so I'm gonna try to fertilize the crap out of it. Hopefully it darkens up and becomes green. And then I'd like to do a little overseeding, try to get more of the yard into fescue, but I don't really want to seed the spring. Maybe I'll do it in the fall, but in the spring it's usually thin like it is now. I can kind of get through the grass and whatnot. Munchkin's gonna help me fertilize. She got to drive the tractor with me this morning while we mowed, didn't you? Huh? Did you help me mow today? Did you help me mow? Yeah? Did you just go for a walk? All right, talkative. So I've got a little book here, and in the front of it, and so I got a little book here. What I like to do is just kind of keep track of what I put down on what days. It's not too detailed. I'm not like fancy about it, but 9/2 was the last one here. And we went into March 6th of last year, so I'm already a month behind last year. Starting it, actually last year all I did was prodiamine at 55 hundredths of an ounce, so a half ounce. per 1,000 square feet. And on 3/27, I did my first application, so I'm actually only about 2 weeks behind, or a week behind. You know, I put down my N-Ext products. I did my 700, my 002, my Aerate, Humic 12, and RGS. And I kind of drew out what my yard was. So I don't know if you can see that, but this is my backyard. This I have a little side yard. This is the long stretch on the other side. And this is my front yard. And in total, I have like 8,500 square feet. So what I usually do is I put a full bag of Morganite on the front, because I think it covers about 2,500 square feet. That's what the bag recommends. 32 pounds covers up to 2,500 square feet. So I do a full bag up front. And then what I usually do is I'll do 2 bags in the back. So I'm actually over fertilizing that by about 500 square feet, I guess. It's not that big of a deal. And then for my about 1,500 square feet I have left, I'll usually use, I kind of just use what's left over from the other bags. So I usually use between 3 to 4 bags per application. And then, and like I said, my backyard's about 4,500 square feet. My front yard's 2,500, 700 on that side, and 300 there. And then here, last year on 4/26, so I didn't put any real fertilization. I just used N-Ext products on 3/27. On 4/26, which was a month later, I used a starter fert. And then I also kind of wrote down that it was a 50-pound bag and my setting was a number 9. So my starter fert was 19-19-19. I would assume my 19-19-19, I believe I picked that up from just Menards or something. And then on 6/1, I did a Carbon-X application, 30 pounds, which was about a half a bag of 9,000 square feet. My setting was a number 6 on the spreader. And then I also did my N-Ext products there as well. So I have a big gap, 3/27 to 6/1. So let's say 2 months in my next. I'm going to try to stick pretty consistent this year with all these products and just throw them down. And then on 6/23, which was about 3 weeks later, I did another application of Carbon-X at setting 6. And then August 5th, I did a round of N-Ext products. And then, which is the same as what I usually put down for each one. And then September 4th, I did 30 pounds of Carbon-X at setting 6. Which I don't have any Carbon-X yet right now. I kind of think I'm going to get some, but I don't know. But last year I didn't do any Morganite. It was kind of like my test year. The year before I did a lot of Morganite. Last year I didn't do any Morganite, and I feel like my yard didn't get to the potential that it needed. Even though I was using the N-Ext products and the Carbon-X, maybe not as religiously as what I should have. But this year I'm going to use the Carbon-X as well, but I'm going to use the Morganite as like a filler. And we're going to see how thick and green we can get this grass. Dark green. So I'm just going to write down in here what I'm kind of starting out with today, and then we'll go to seeding, or fertilizing. right, so that portion of it is done. Got a little bit left here. Set that in the corner. Grab my broom. I got some that's sitting up here on the ramp to the shed. So we'll just get that all down into the yard where it can be used. And it's time to do some N-Ext products after I throw trash away. And this thing, I think, needs a really good clean. So, all right. So the method we're going to use today is the dial and spray ortho. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but the lawn care nut has used it. I tried it. It's not too bad. What I usually use is I have this YT25E battery operated. It's a 2-gallon. Works really, really well. But the problem is it's only 2-gallon. I really need a 4-gallon. And it's starting to get hot. So with this, what I usually do is I mix about 8 ounces of everything in there and then fill the rest up with water. Or I do a double shot, so it's 2 gallons. That gets me about 2,000 square feet. I can do 2,000 square feet at a time without having to refill. With this, it can be the kind of the same way. This holds 32 ounces. So which means if I wanted to, I could get about 4,000 square foot out of this with one product. So depending on, you know, do I want to, I mix all of them in that one and then spread it. With this one, if I do all of them, I think I usually mix 5 or 6 of them. So on one application, I usually do 700, 002, Aerate, Humic 12, and RGS. It's 5 different items. One of them is 8 ounces, 10 ounces, 8 ounces, 6 ounces, 5 ounces. So add those up. 18, 26, 32, 37. So it's 37 ounces total. And that would do, I could put all those probably in here. This is 32 ounce. I might be able to squeeze them all in here because it's got a little room at the top. But that would only cover 1,000 square foot. So what I'm planning on doing today is I'm going to lay down the RGS and the Aerate and probably the Humic 12 pretty thick, and with this kind of make it, I think it's going to make it a little quicker. And then later I'll do the 700 and the 002 with my sprayer, and so I do that. The soil is pretty wet, but yeah, so start spraying and praying. Okay, I lied a little bit. When I'm using my sprayer, I usually use this, just a little measuring cup. Since this has a measuring device on it, I don't need it. And what we're going to use today, I actually decided that I've got a lot of 700 green effect, and my backyard I feel like needs some green effect. It's got some yellowing going on. I don't know if it's because it's grass or if it's low. I'm still waiting for my soil test to come back. So we're just kind of spraying and praying right now. But I think I'm going to fill it halfway full of RGS and halfway full of green effect, which will be 16 ounces of each. It should get me about 2,000 square feet, which is about half my backyard. So that's what we're going to do for now. Let's get the hose out and get to spraying. All right, so I think it's like 8 ounces per gallon or every 2 gallons. I can't remember. I do know one thing. This has got enough liquid in it to cover 2,000 square feet of what I want to cover for the amount of what's in the that goes to the containers of each product. I know that I have about 4,500 square feet, and I kind of know about half of my yard is 2,000 square feet. So I'm gonna make this, spread this to where I get about half of it covered, and then we'll refill and go from there. So like I said, I'm using 700, 16 ounces. And I'm using RGS 16 ounces, and I'm just gonna spray it until she's gone. And hose management is the thing. So, and we're gonna make sure that I got a kink. And like I said, we're gonna give all these plants over here some good loving too. Alright, so you guys kind of get the point. I'll set you up here and let you watch a little bit more. But, yeah. Just spraying and praying. Another reason why I wanted to do this is because all the morganite I just put down, this kind of also helps water that in just a little bit. All right, you can see that what I'm going for now. I got all that other stuff watered in, or at least sprayed out. And now I got my battery charged for my sprayer. And we're gonna mix these 4 items in here and spray these. So I get 2,000 square feet out of that, so I'm gonna have to do this about 4.5 times. Be 5 fill-ups, but one will only be a gallon. And all I do is I just go by the actual directions for use. For Humic 12, it says 3 to 9 ounces per 1,000. We're doing 9. Because why go half? Layer all down. So I have a little stick that I put in here and usually spin it up, but I think I'm just gonna shake a little bit, mix it up that way, and then we're gonna be good to go. Okay, so I'm telling you right now that if you use the sprayer, do not get it on anything. With the way I was doing it earlier, it's a little more watered down, so if it does get on stuff, it won't stay as bad. This is really potent this way. You do not want this getting on your clothes or your sidewalk or anything like that. So you don't want to stain it, don't get it on there. Wear old boots and wear old clothes, and keep it away from fences and everything else, because it is kind of hard to get off. Here I did, I could talk all good about this YT25E. Like I said, I've had this probably, I think it's going on my 2nd or 3rd year. And I fired it up this time, and it's got a damn pinhole leak. You can't even see it to the naked eye, but when you pressure this up, it comes out the side, like literally pinhole. It's all over my hands. So it's literally just like a small crack. There's 2 little sprays coming out of it, like right in there. So I'm gonna throw some tape on it Hopefully that keeps it from leaking all over me. And I'll have to give them a call and see if how much it's gonna cost me to replace it, or maybe they'll replace it. I don't remember how many year warranty it has, but guess gotta get it fixed, or maybe it's time to buy a 4-gallon. I don't know. Don't really want to spend money on a 4-gallon. But hey, that's all for today, guys. I'm gonna finish this up spraying the yard. Like I said, I'm gonna tape that. I'm gonna spray it all up. I want to thank you guys for watching. If any of this interested you, or you want to see more of it, let me know. I'll be doing this about every month and be trying some new things. I'm still going to be working on, I'm still testing some stuff for putting in-ground sprinklers in, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you if you have, and we'll catch you next time.